This is Indianapolis camp. First of all, I want to give all glory, praises, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love, peace, and blessing to all you hopeful elect brothers out there that's pushing this truth across the four corners of the globe. All right, this is the Indianapolis camp coming with you with this New Year's Eve destruction lesson. Destruction. Because that's basically how America is, man. You know what I'm saying? Just incomplete, out of order, just, you know what I'm saying, fumbling and bumbling. You see what's going on with the C-19, the jab, all this, Esau being destroyed, because basically the Lord has lifted the skirt and is destroying Babylon right before your face, man. See what I'm saying? So we on our way up out of here. Lord willing, like the brother was saying, 2021 is the year we go home. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to start off with Jeremiah 51. Hey, Shalom, elder. You know what I'm saying? And start off with Jeremiah 51 and hey, go through the spirit, man.
Okay. This is Jeremiah 51:1. It said, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Yahweh Shai, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind."
And what is it talking about? Bringing thermonuclear missiles, you know, ICBM missiles to this place, man, to destroy Babylon. Why? Because of all this wickedness. You just seen America just celebrate a high satanic pagan holiday known as what? Christmas. And they continue it on through what? New Year's, you know what I'm saying? All these pagan holidays, it's a long plethora of lists of reasons why Babylon, aka America, should be destroyed, man. This is not a God-fearing country, man. This is a Satan-fearing country. When you mention the Lord, it's spoken of as evil. These people, they love Satan. They don't love the Lord. You can tell by the actions in this country, man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
It said, "And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about."
And guess what? That day of trouble is approaching fast.
So
It ain't no 10 years from now. No, this day of trouble is approaching fast. Faster than when you believe, man. See what I'm saying? You see how fast 2020 just flew by?
yep.
We can't even remember what we did in January of 2020. Let alone we finna go into January 2021. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It said, "Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigadine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts."
So destroy her utterly, all her hosts, all her armies. Whether it's the military, whether it's the government officials, whoever's in league with Babylon, you're considered part of Babylon's army because you're in league with them. You're a confederate with this wicked society, man. All targets is against what? The men of the Lord. That's why they're passing all these unrighteous laws and decrees as legislative on a daily basis to what? Try to destroy the men of the Lord. Mm-hmm. Why? Because we've been a thorn in Babylon's side and Esau's side. Right. See what I'm saying? We're tearing down this honeycomb hideout. Right. You know? Go ahead. Y'all brothers dig in, man.
It said, "Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets."
That's right. Them Chaldeans are synonymous with America. Those are ancient Hamitic or Babylonian witches. In today's time, those are what? High Edomite witches. They're thriving off of those old Babylonian traditions and ways of witchcraft and idolatry. See what I'm saying? So your top Chaldeans nowadays is what? Is Amalek. Them fake Jews. See what I'm saying? And the Lord is going to what? Destroy the witchcraft out of this place. You already starting to see it because they can't even get their plans together with this C-19.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? They fumbling and bumbling, trying to get their lives and stories straight. And the Lord reveals them every time.
All right, you talk getting sloppy, man.
That's right.
Got read that.
Go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. "Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai power are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai." And we understand that those eyes of the Lord is going into the angels. And they've been, like the elder said, they've been, eyeing all the things you've been doing, your witchcraft, all your enchantments upon all the people as well as the other nations. But ultimately, we know that the main destruction is going to be over here in Babylon the Great. So, like, that's why it said, the Lord, like I said, it said, I will destroy from off the face of the earth. So the end all be all for Babylon the Great is to be destroyed from off the face of the earth. It's going to be a monument to how not to run the kingdom. And it's going to burn for a while.
That's right. So when you destroy something off the face of the earth, that means it won't be in existence anymore. It's just like you can write something on a piece of paper and take your eraser and erase it off that page. It's no longer there. It's non-existent. See what I'm saying? There you go.
Desolate. Yep.
There you go. Go ahead, brother.
To back you up.
Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. So it's just going into, America hasn't been touched. They haven't gone through any for all the evils that they've put upon all the nations, especially the children of Israel. They have yet to be recompensed, paid back for the atrocities that they put on our people.
Right.
And so that recompense is coming, thus said the Lord. Right? And they're going to be put down, and of course the elect of Israel are going to be brought up to the top. They're going to be the heads.
That's right.
That's right. Lord saving the best for last.
That's right. All right, we'll go back to Jeremiah.
Yeah, son, you want to go ahead, brother?
This is the book of Ezekiel, just to touch on how America is going to get destroyed with nuclear missiles. This is Ezekiel 22 and verse 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. And that can also apply to 2/3 of our people, man. And this is talking about America, how this place is going to get destroyed with nuclear ICBM missiles, man. Because just like how Brother Hezekiah brought out, that the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and the Lord's going to completely wipe this place out because He's tired of this place.
That's right. That's right.
And if I may add, like I said, the angels go into like messengers. So they see what's going on out here, and they go to Yahweh Bashim Yashai and report it. Are they doing this? Are they doing that? And like I said, they scoping the place out. That's why it been an uptick of what they call so-called UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel. It been an uptick. I just seen an article that said the sightings have went up to like 263%. So yeah, so the presence of the Lord, it been here, but now they're starting to, show themselves. And ultimately, in that day, the day of the Lord's wrath, they definitely gonna show themselves. And when they come here, they're gonna show up and they're gonna show out.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Y'all got something?
So you go back to Jeremiah.
It says, verse 5, Jeremiah 51 and 5. It says, for Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power, of the Lord of hosts, though their air was filled with the sin of the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in their iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and he will render unto her a recompense.
Yeah, go back to verse 5.
Verse 5, it says, for Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power.
So that let you know that Israel has not been forsaken. The true Israelites, you Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans. The Lord is not talking about them gutter rats that's over there in our land. He's talking about the current, what they call today, Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans, which are the real children of Israel. See what I'm saying? We haven't been forsaken. So that lets you know, too, that goes against that whole doctrine of John 3:16 that the Lord died for everybody to know. He's only mentioning his people, Israel. They haven't been forsaken. Even though we over here in Babylon catching hell, going through turmoil and destruction and, total on the verge of trying to be wiped out and annihilated by Esau, the Lord haven't forgotten us. He haven't forsaken us. See what I'm saying? Because we still the apple of his eye, no matter what. See what I'm saying?
All right, quick precept.
Go ahead, brother.
And just to back up the elder, this is Malachi chapter 3, verse 6. For I, the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, I change not. Therefore, you sons of Jacob are not consumed. So, like I said, the Lord, like that was going into, He ain't forsaken us, even though He was wroth with us and He punished us. We still His people. He also said that He's not gonna give His glory to another. So, like you said, He changed not. So we gonna always be the Lord's people. Like I said, He gonna bring us back to our highest state. Right now we've been low. We from the things that we did from trespassing and transgressing against Him, He brought us low. But we still bringing us low. We still His people.
Right.
And that's like the scriptures also say, Yahweh shall the same today, tomorrow, and yesterday. They both on one accord. So like I said, Israel has not been done away with, or ain't no replacement theology, none of that. We ain't been replaced with the heathens or nothing. Like I said, the Lord said, hey, He changed not, and we are not consumed. Meaning we still His people.
That's right.
I got a piece of just to back you up.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. So that's the precept of John 3:16. That's the world that is talking about. It's talking about the world of the Israelites, man. You so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, this is the world that's talking about. This is the everlasting salvation that is only pertaining to,
Con. Got a precept too.
Go ahead.
Just to back you up, brother. This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27.
I was holding it.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel. The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 27, and it reads,
There you go. He tried. There you go.
and ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and I am the Yahweh your power, and none else.
That's right.
None else. Just back the brother up there, what he was saying, and then John 3:16 is only talking about the world of Israel. And he just backed it up with the precept of Isaiah 45:17. And my people, continue on, and my people shall never be ashamed. My people, the same people that He chose in the beginning, that He sanctified and made holy in the book of Deuteronomy. Okay? Israel.
Right. That's that possessive pronoun, man. That my.
Mine.
That means you belong to me.
Special
Pretty
people
much.
unto Himself. All right.
So that's what he's talking about. That's the brothers is going into
Right.
beautifully. This is for the Israelites, man. Salvation is for the Israelites. No other nation, man. All right. So don't get confused and say that everybody can make, because it's not for everybody, man.
That's right.
That says the scriptures, man. All right.
Yeah,
Go
right.
ahead.
I
What you
got a little back what you just set up. This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 22. It reads, "Return, ye backsliding children." So how can you return to something that you never was a part of?
That's right.
You see? So we are called to return because we the Lord's people who fell away. But it says return, so come back unto Him, ye backsliding children, and I will heal your backsliding. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to repent and be converted so that our sins be blotted out, so that we don't have to be punished, especially, approaching the second death. And it reads, "Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power." So that's possessive. He's our power. Truly in vain. So so say truly in vain is salvation hope from the hills and from the multitudes of mountains. So in vain these nations, that's a similitude to these nations. In vain they hope for salvation that was not pertaining to them. The covenants was given unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and his descendants. So they hope in vain. Another scripture say, "Why did the heathen rage and imagine the vain things?"
Right.
Right? So in vain they hope in salvation, and ultimately that's going to come to naught. Because it say, truly in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power, again, is the salvation of Israel.
That's right.
So salvation is only ordained unto Israel.
That's right.
And you heathens, y'all just set up to be our subjects, to be our servants.
That's right.
Those who oppressed us, we shall oppress them.
That's right. Hey, we got to get back on topic.
God, yeah,
Well, go ahead and get your precept. We're going to get back to Jeremiah 51.
God.
This is Psalms 147:19. He showed His word unto Jacob, and His statutes and His judgments unto Israel. 20. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as far as His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord.
So what it's saying is the only ones really can escape this judgment, this destruction that's coming, is the Israelites, man.
That's right.
All right? And out of the Israelites, it's the elect out of Israel, man. It ain't the whole Israel as a whole is not going to be saved.
That's right.
All right? But the elect are the ones that are going to get their salvation, the ones that are doing the things necessary on this side right now. All right? So Hey, man, we coming to a great week, man. This year, I know it's gonna be amazing, man. This is a beautiful time to be living in. And this place is about to be destroyed, man. And I've been saying it for like over a week now.
Right.
You know, this place is about to go down, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and what frame of mind are you to be in, man? All right. So I want to go back to this.
Go back to Jeremiah 51.
This is Isaiah 51.
We keep going all night on the salvation of Israel, but we talking about the destruction of
right. This is Isaiah 51. I'm gonna go to verse 7. It said, I'm gonna start
Go back
verse
to
6.
6. Yeah.
It said, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense."
And see, by you people celebrating Christmas, you didn't flee out of the midst of Babylon. You still partook of her iniquity. You still partook of her ways. When you celebrated Christmas, Thanksgiving, now you finna celebrate New Year. Oh, my New Year's Eve, my New Year's resolution, that's the first lie of the year, man. See what I'm saying? You don't know what the Lord got in store for you, but if you don't follow his laws, statutes, commandments, the Lord got destruction in store for you. Just like he got destruction in store for Babylon. Because Babylon ain't trying to follow the Lord's ways, man. Babylon does everything totally against the Lord. See what I'm saying? Why you think they're trying to push this jab so hard? That's totally against the scriptures. But Esau don't care. Esau want to do what he want to do because he think in his mind that he's God, not the supreme being, but he think he's more powerful than the supreme being Yahweh Shem Yahushai is himself, man. See what I'm saying? You can't outsmart or outthink or outcreate the creator, you idiot. You see what I'm saying?
That's all.
Go ahead, brother.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 4.
Hey, Shalom, Elder, Hawaii, North Carolina.
Shalom, shalom. This Revelation chapter 18, verse 4, it says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, possessive again," man. All right? It says that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. All right? So this is the Lord pleading with his people again, not to be a partaker into this place, man, not to fall into those sins and those iniquities, man. All right, to come back into the law, statute, and commandments, because those plagues, after those plagues come with destruction, man. All right? This verse 5, it says, "For her sins have reached unto the heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her iniquity." So the Lord, those sins have reached all the way up there. Now the Lord remembering that sin that our people are joining hand in hand with this devil doing, man. It says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works, in the cup which she hath filled, fill her double." All right? So the Lord letting us know that we're going to get double the payback. We're going to get double the sinful things y'all did to us, but we're going to do it in righteousness, man. All right? But we're going to double the whoopings, double the hangings, double the beatings. You're going to receive double for what you did to the Lord's people, man. All right? It says, how much she has glorified herself to live deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. All right? And this place have lived deliciously on the back of you Israelites, man, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This place gave us hell, man. All right? It says, give her sorrow, for she said in her heart, I said, a queen, I am a widow, and shall know no sorrow. All right? And that's what America's saying right now, man. All right? We still the greatest country in the world. Nothing's going to happen to us. We're going to build these space stations. We're going to be able to fight y'all by Shema Shine, and ain't nothing going to be able to bring us down, man. It says, that pride, con.
You know who I'm looking at?
It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, mourning, famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judges her, man. All right, so this place is going to be burned with fire, man. Thermonuclear missiles, man. Going to destroy this place, man. Because this place got to be cleansed for its wickedness, man. All right, and what's the best cleansing agent, man? All right, fire. All right, fire is the purifier, man. All right.
Fire.
I'm gonna stop right there.
And when he says it's going to be destroyed now, man, that's going to be a swift destruction, man. It's not going to take all day for the American. Once this war starts, and then they start pelting America with those missiles, man, it's not going to take long, man.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to go back to this in Jeremiah. Oh, you got something?
Yeah, just
bring
real
it
quick. This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, and one day. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come unto thee in their perfection. So it's going to be a complete destruction in that day.
That's right.
Perfect. You know, it's going to, like I said, utterly destroyed. Like I said, it's going to become a habitation of devils, a place of desert animals, all unclean beasts. You know, and it says, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantments. So for pretty much the multitude of your witchcraft, just your all-out wickedness. Ultimately for the things that you did to the children of Israel. In 2 days, you're going to know pretty much death and destruction. Again, the loss of children and widowhood in 1 day and 1 hour. The death and destruction is prophesied to happen unto thee.
It said widowhood. So all you high maintenance broads out there, they got Tay-Tay. They're selling dope in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Getting you all these fancy clothes and cars, and then you got Monica with Jeff with the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. It said widowhood is going to happen to you in 1 day. See what I'm saying? So all them little trinkets and treats, that's going to be snatched from you, man. The Lord don't care about none of them red bottom shoes or Michael Kors purses and stuff, man. Y'all finna lose all that. That's part of this destruction that's coming.
That's right.
What you think that the Lord gonna destroy America, but you still gonna be going to Saks Fifth Avenue? No. All that's finna be gone. Your man is finna die.
Right.
He finna be destroyed in that missile. Missile food.
Missile.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead, brother. Yeah.
Let's say, verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. And that's going to those crafty councils.
That's right.
Ultimately to you elites, who be behind the scenes, pulling the strings.
That's right.
It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. See, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee. You've been deceived. Basically through your wisdom of wickedness. And it says...
Yeah, because America's still making plans for 2035.
Right.
Come on, man.
You ain't lay it to heart, And they say, because like I said, they think they generation will last long, to go on and go on, And it says, verse 11, therefore shall evil, bad times come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it rises. So it's going to come out of nowhere. And mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. That's why the previous scriptures say in the destruction will come in perfection. You ain't going to be able to thwart it off. You ain't going to be able to pay it off. You ain't going to be able to do nothing. And it says, in desolation, to be made desolate, empty, wilderness, shall come unto thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And like how we know, Yahweh shall gonna come as a thief in the night with the holy angels. And what they gonna do, they gonna burn this place along with the nuclear missiles, and they gonna burn it with their concentrated laser beams. So the only thing that's here on now for America is we seen it dwindling and dwindling, is being broken down from inside out. And then ultimately, those other nations, they gonna fire them arrows over here, and they gonna destroy this place with fire.
That's right.
That's the only thing that's laid up. That's why the scriptures say, man, every man should flee out of this country, go to their own land. They don't ultimately know what's happening, but they see that this place is falling. They see that this ain't the American dream. They see this is an American nightmare.
Right.
And ultimately it's gonna be an American desolation.
Go ahead. Oh, you done with that?
God, yeah, I'll go.
Go ahead, brother.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So like the brother just went into, you're not gonna know where it's gonna come from. Like he said, the Lord is gonna come, a thief in the night. So while these doors of mercy are open, y'all need to be getting his knowledge. Y'all need to be getting his word.
That's right. Thief ain't gonna tell you, hey, check this out. At 4 o'clock this evening, make sure you and your family gone so I can break in your house. No, a thief ain't gonna tell you nothing. Thief is just gonna catch you off guard while you thinking everything's good. You know what I'm saying? You enjoying your life as it is. Go out of town, ain't nothing gonna happen. Come back, window shattered, door kicked in, come inside, your stuff missing. That's how a thief does you, man. You know what I'm saying? Catch you with your pants down, so to say. Go ahead.
I got something too. I just add what you said. It's gonna be different tonight to a lot of you people because a lot of you people not paying attention to the signs. Y'all not listening to the brothers on the highways and byways. Y'all not paying attention to these videos. Pretty much, our people just want to party and BS, man. And that's why the Lord will come upon y'all like a thief in the night, man.
Trying to go back to normal
That's right.
when normal wasn't good for us anyway.
Yeah. This is Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. And why is the mighty man gonna cry, man? Hey, because all hell gonna be breaking loose. They're gonna see all types of things going on. All right. What's the movie World of Wars? Hey man, what was going on, man? People were being destroyed, hitting with them laser beams. And that's what's gonna be going on too, man. Right in your faces. That's why y'all gonna be crying bitterly. The toughest one on the block gonna be the weakest one out there crying, man. All right, because he ain't gonna know what to do in that day, man. All right, he's gonna be scared.
A lot of them gonna be crying soon when they make this jab mandatory, because then they ain't gonna be able to go to work no more. They gonna be crying bitterly like, what am I gonna do? I just got a new Cadillac. How am I gonna pay for it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're gonna take that jab. They're gonna take it in both arms and the forehead, just to make sure they can keep their little 401k. You know what I'm saying? These people don't have faith in the Lord, man. They don't have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua and His word, man. They trust Esau. That's their God. Esau said, you gotta take this jab in order to keep your job. Okay, master, that's what I'm gonna do. See what I'm saying? But that's why a lot of these people is gonna get caught up like a thief in the night and gonna get destroyed, man.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation,
Yep.
a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness.
That's coming to a neighborhood near you, man.
That's right.
All right, ain't nothing in America ain't gonna be no good neighborhoods in America, man. Ain't gonna be no place to hide, man. If you ain't part of this elect, man, it's over with for you, man. All right, it's over with for you. So, like the brother Uriah was just saying, hey, man, while you're at liberty, while you're able to come back into this to the scriptures, man. All right, you ought to be taking advantage of it. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, the back up, the scripture says, seek me while I may be found, man. All right.
For the evil days.
Speak
A
up.
day-
Speak up a little bit. Speak up a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon man, that they shall walk like blind men and
Not that loud. We need outside.
shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord. And their blood shall be poured out as a dust, and their flesh as a dog.
Yeah, you can get outside on the line.
Go ahead, bro.
Not that loud, bro. you wake them
That's
up
right, man.
upstairs.
And y'all gonna be walking around like blind men, not knowing what to do, man. Confused. All right, y'all. And the Lord, and how's the Lord going to cleanse this place with your blood, man? All right.
Hey, see, your so-called enemy made you think that the day of the Lord was gonna be this nice harmony and everybody was gonna join hands. No, hey, man, the Lord has come back, like the scripture say, with fierce anger, man. All right, because of what you did to His people, man. All right, and in the words of that so-called boxer, and to this day, man. All right, to this day, you keep your feet on our people's neck, man. So the Lord ain't come back to hold hands. All right, the Lord come back with that sword, man, as it said in the book of Matthew, man.
That's the only thing his hand gonna be holding is a sword.
That's right, bro.
This here right here. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day. The Lord's wrath, in the day of the Lord's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire in His jealousy, for He shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. That's right, man. Hey, your money ain't gonna be able to save you out of this thing. All right, what you gonna do? You gonna try to bribe the angels? Say they're gonna destroy you, man. You gonna have people out here trying to do stupid stuff like that, man.
All right, and it said a remnant too, because they the elect, man. All right, the Lord dealing with a remnant, a small number, man. All right, He know that. Hey, that's why the scripture say 2/3 of our people gonna die, man. All right, because the Lord know that you ain't gonna get right, man. All right, The Lord knew you weren't gonna get right when He formed you, man. All right, but He dealing with a small number, the elect, man. That's why, Lord willing, we are some of those men. All right, we are hasted in the day of the Lord that we be worthy to be some of those men, man. All right, go ahead.
It said the fire of
No,
the jealousy.
You good, brother.
Right? Because y'all want to praise those other gods, man. All right, the Lord is not pleased with that. Y'all following y'all enemy and y'all praising those other gods. So the Lord is a jealous power, man. All right, He's gonna destroy you for that, man. In that day, man. All right, y'all gonna be out there calling the wrong name. It's gonna be zap, a slice, you know, ching, ching.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, and verse 10. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. So what's going to make the earth quake? Those nuclear missiles that boom, 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 boom. And what's going to make the sun and the moon dark as well as the stars withdraw their shining? The smoke coming from the nuclear missiles. Joel chapter 2, verse 11. And the Lord shall utter His voice before His army, for His camp is very great, for He is strong that executeth His word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? So, what consists of His army? His only begotten Son Yahushua, the angels are following behind Him, and as well as the nuclear missiles. And it says the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? Now, when you go into that word abide, it means to seize, contain, measure, to measure, calculate, to sustain, maintain, to support, to endure. So even the elect is going to be scared on that day, because the scriptures say even the remnant were affrighted. So how much more the people who don't get beamed up? Verse 12. Therefore also now saith the Lord, turn ye even to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning. So you can't say the Lord not fair. Clearly right here He's giving you a chance to return, come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, get yourself right, build a relationship with the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, so you can be delivered in that day.
That's right. That's right.
I got something for you. This is the book. This is Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 3. It said, "A sword is sent among you, and who may turn it back? It says, a fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?" All right. So ain't nobody once the Lord do this thing, ain't nobody gonna be able to say, Lord, no, they gonna nah. It's over with for you, man. Ain't nobody gonna be able to hold the Lord back. It says, plagues are sent upon you, and what is he that may drive them away? It says, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it has begun to burn? All right, so ain't nobody gonna come with no water hoses and put this out, man. This place finna burn up, man. All right, for its iniquities, man.
That's right.
It says, may one turn away the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? All right, and that's that nuke, man. Them nukes not gonna turn. All right, just like the scriptures say, they shall not break their ranks, man. All right, so hey, once His Father say, get him, that's it, man. All right, it's not gonna be no, come on, sit back a little while longer, man. All right.
Yeah, and it's really just saying once it gets started, ain't no stopping.
That's right, bro.
Right.
That's all that's saying, man. Like once this party gets started, ain't gonna be no stopping it, man.
That's the part.
That's right.
Got a little more.
That's it, man. Right,
It's a little more. This is the mighty Lord sending the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? This is a fire go forth from His wrath, and who is he that may quench it? All right. So the Lord let you know, ain't nothing you can do, man. It's like Debo, you gonna get involved, man. All right.
You'll get knocked out.
Get your head knocked out.
It's like that.
Just to back you up, brother, precept Isaiah 55, verse 11, and it reads, so shall my word be that go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Just like the brothers were saying, once this gets started, it's gonna finish. It's gonna please Him just the way He said it would be. Okay?
I
It will
ain't
not return void.
I ain't never seen nothing in the scriptures where the Lord say something like, oh, my bad, I ain't mean to say that. I changed my mind, I ain't mean that. I ain't never seen that in the scriptures, man.
Got some more on this.
Right.
This counsel shall stand.
You got some more?
That's it.
Okay.
There's a little more on this. Back in 2 Ezra 16 and 10, it says, he shall cast lightning, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? It says, the Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beating to power at his presence?
Get beaten to what?
Powder.
Yeah, you gotta say that correctly. Just beating the power. I ain't beating
Oh,
the power.
Yeah. Slurring the tongue. So like, who should not beat the powder at his presence? It says, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes therefore also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow, his arrow that he shooteth are sharp, and he shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
It's like that in Joel. They won't break their ranks. They're gonna hit their targets, man.
That's right.
All right. Ain't nothing gonna be able to stop this. When it starts, man, ain't nothing gonna be able to stop this, man.
That's right.
You better hope that you're on the chariots, man, because that's gonna be the only place safe, man.
That's right.
All right.
I'm gonna read 2-1. I'm gonna cut it.
The Lord ain't gonna shoot no missile like, damn, I missed. Ain't none of that going on.
God, it says, behold, her plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
And the ultimate plague is the nuclear missiles, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the number one plague, man. Is the nuclear destruction, man. All right. Go ahead, bro.
It says we're at 15. It says the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundations of the earth. It says, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. All right, so the Lord it's not going to be this cakewalk people think, man. Once this thing start, all right, it ain't gonna end, man. You know.
And that's not gonna. Yeah, when he said you never see it again, because that's gonna be the end of it, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, our salvation, and we're gonna have to study war no more. So once this destruction, this last World War III jump off, and that destruction happen, man. Hey, our salvation, man. We in the kingdom now. So we're not gonna have to study the war no more. We're not gonna have to live in this filthy place that we call America, man. All right, it's gonna be over with, man. We're gonna have a righteous kingdom set up, and everything in it's gonna be righteous, man. So we're gonna have to worry about nothing else no more. All right,
We won't be doing lessons like this no more. We won't be walking around with Bibles no more, because it's gonna be in us.
That's right.
It's gonna be downloaded in us, man. You know.
Go ahead.
God, this is oh, you still got the point?
Nah, go ahead.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 13. Because of the wrath of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, it shall not be inhabited. So after that destruction comes, it ain't gonna be inhabited by no man. But it shall be wholly desolate. So it's gonna be made a complete desolation, like I said, an actual desert. And it goes on to say, everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues, because when the destruction come here, all those other nations gonna still be intact. They're gonna be able to see on the the news, on the cameras, and the satellites. They're gonna be able to see Babylon burning, and they're gonna be like, damn, they're gonna be man, and we also know they're gonna be upset because they can't make money off of Babylon no more. But when they see it, like I said, it's gonna be a terrifying sight. Like, damn, I hate for that to be me. They're gonna be in that attitude. And it says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. So this is going to those other nations with their armies, their militaries.
Matter of fact, can I look at the word array?
God,
They go on to that Revelation 18.
let's see.
You
keep going?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead, until you get the
God. It
definition.
say, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So it say, all ye that bend the bow. We know in this time that bow is synonymous to those missiles. And it said to spare no arrows. That's why 200 million missiles gonna be shot over here. Then ain't none of them gonna be spared. And it says,
because ain't no person gonna just literally be in Russia and shoot 200 million arrows over here to America. It is. First of all, it's not gonna make it. Second of all, his arm is gonna be tired by the time he reaches the number 20 arrow. You see what I'm saying? Trying to shoot a bow and arrow. No, that's not gonna work, man. Even if he had a crossbow, that's not gonna work. This is talking about thermonuclear missiles, man.
and if I may add, real quick, like go back to that second 16. What man can, like I said, stand in the country and shoot a bow and arrow from Russia all the way to America? or go stand in Europe and shoot it all the way to New York. Can't no man shoot no arrow that far.
No.
And like the elder said, like even if you could do something like that, man, after your 20 arrow, you're gonna be tired. We know that this is talking about those actual nuclear missiles, thermonuclear warheads. That's why I say fire is gonna come after them. They say this ain't no crossbow that you put in the fire and then you shot. No, this is going to the actual nuclear destruction.
And say shall consume the foundations.
Right. Can't no bottle rocket do that.
Right.
All right. I like two on this one, but it says first one says to dress or decorate, especially in splendid or impressive attire. Two says to set or place in order. That's one. Then it has to set or set forth in order for the trial of a cause.
That's right. And the trial is going on right now. The trial of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord is gathering all the nations together against Babylon. Because the trial is going on. The Lord is the judge, the jury, and the executioner. You know?
This is back in Jeremiah 50 verse 15. Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Take vengeance upon her as she hath done, do unto her. So that's going to like say that Revelation 18. Render double unto her, double unto thee for what she have done unto us. So, and like I say, her walls are thrown down. This whole place is gonna be devastated. Now the stone gonna be put upon another. They all everything over here is gonna be completely flatlined, destroyed. That's why it's gonna be turned into a desert. Total annihilation and its perfection. And just to prove real quick of who gonna be behind, that the desolation with shooting the arrows. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse start at 16, and it says, "And the 10 horns, which go into NATO and the EU, which thou sawest upon the beast." Even though that this beast is going, pretty much going to like the pagan Roman Empire, but this is United States, revived, Rome v2, and it says, "These shall hate the whore." And because they hate her because like they starting to find out that Babylon done made us drunk off their philosophies. They really low down dirty dogs. They really ain't no good. They lie about this, they lie about that, they put sanctions on this, they not fair. So these nations are like saying we start to see that nowadays. We see with Brexit, parts of the EU, part of that miry clay, breaking apart, falling apart. It's not stable. And it says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. What fire is this? Nuclear thermal fire. And mainly it's gonna be headed by Russia, but we understand they're not part of the actual beast. But those other nations who was in league with thee, they gonna turn against you, and they gonna fire those missiles. And verse 17 say, "For the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill His will." So this destruction is the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They're not gonna do this on their own accord. The Lord gonna put that spirit on them to do so, and to agree. So like I said, they ain't go like I said, it's like an agreement, unspoken agreement. And it says, "And give their kingdom to the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled." So those are going to be those nations who are going to be set around, who are going to be those fanners that's going to be sent to fan against Babylon the Great. It's going to be those nations who was at once at one with thee, that was at league with thee. Like I said, Esau, the Lord have made Esau bare. So all your wickedness is being uncovered, and they turn their nose up against you. And ultimately, they're going to come against you. And that's all I got on. That's all I got on that.
Yeah, go back there, Jeremiah. You got some birds up?
Yeah, just to back him up on what he's saying about those other nations. Jeremiah 51 and 7. I know we're already there. But Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, and all the earth drunken.
Well, actually,
That's where I was at.
well, let him finish reading it. Then you start at 6. Then
Okay.
we ain't finished 6, so read 6 and read to 10. Yeah, read it. Yeah.
6 to 10.
Yeah.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 6, and it reads, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance, and He will render her a recompense." And that's all those people going back to their nations.
That's right.
Okay, going back to their nations to avoid the destruction that's coming. Verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hands.
Yeah, because verse 6 is basically telling Israel to get out of the midst of Babylon ways. Their philosophies, their ideologies, their false doctrine, their idol worship. The list goes on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord said, "Be not cut off in her iniquity," because the Lord don't want His people to die because of Babylon's iniquity. But 2/3 got to die because they're wicked as hell. They're not going to turn from following these Babylonian ways because they love it. Like we always say, they bask in the ambiance of wickedness here in America, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like them taking a shower in filth. They love it. It feels good to their skin. You know?
And that's why, like I say, like everyone who is joined unto them shall be thrust through with the sword. Because ultimately, they taking the side of Babylon. They made Yahweh Shem Yahushai their adversary. So, like, you know, like the elder said, like that's going to, you know, arise and depart. You know, because this is not our rest. You know, to come out of those ways so that you don't have to, like I said, partake in those iniquities. So yeah, ultimately, you know, you got to be destroyed because you not only you're not trying to conform to his ways, but you actually siding with your enemy. So you gonna be against him.
That's right.
It made me think when you said that it's like pigs wallowing in the mud. You know, filthy animal rolling around in mud.
That's right. Go ahead, Barzal.
Verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And just like the elder was saying earlier, you know, these nations are starting to pick up on, you know, how terrible Babylon is. Okay? Taking part of her philosophies. You know, realizing that this country, you know, is just low down dirty, you know. Everything has to favor Babylon, so-called America.
Democracy, yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
It's that democracy. Because
Right.
what does Babylon do? All right, Babylon go into these countries.
Set up their
All right,
governments.
and they underthrow the leaders. All right, and they put their people in there to set up that funky ass democracy. Excuse my language, but to set up that funky democracy, man. All right, because if you look at it, democracy has touched the whole earth. Like the brother always bring out, the so-called Chinese man used to wear his royal garments, but now when you see him,
Yep. See?
but now when you see him, all right, what are they in? They in a tailored suit, all right, because they have drunken of that wine of America, man. All right, that how a man's supposed to look, you know.
And women come over here and be whores.
Mm-hmm.
You know what those the women that fully dressed, they come over here, man, ass and titties out now. All right, they don't follow the custom of America, man. That's why scripture say that golden cup and everybody drunk of it, man. Everybody's is following. America is trending, all right, and they send the trends out to the rest of the world. So everybody jumps on America's bandwagon and tries to be like her because they paint this perfect image through the television, man, of how they want the world to look at them, but it's not how they really are. All right.
Yeah, we the children of Israel, we over here serving slavery, but these other countries are coming over here. They roll out the red carpet for these heathen nations to come over here and benefit off of America, like scripture tells us in Luke about the dogs have come and licked the swords. You know what I'm saying? Meaning they benefited off of us here in America, off the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites. You see what I'm saying?
Got precept for you.
Go ahead.
This,
Kind, what you said, they come over here and benefit when when Ishmael come over here or these other people come from other countries, they don't have to pay taxes for so many years, okay? And then actually the government gives them grants, okay? And then when it's time for them to actually pay taxes, they go back to their country and they give their business to their other cousin that just came over here, okay? So they're constantly benefiting off of Israel, off our backs.
And a great example was this with the new stimulus.
Yep.
All right, what did they do? They gave so-called Americans $600. They gave immigrants $1,800. All right, so they show you the slap in the face, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
That's them paper towels.
Yeah,
being thrown in your face. Go ahead,
just to back up that point, you know, these other nations, you know, it's this is Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
God,
So
that's
all
it.
nations have taken part in her democracy, her philosophies, just her everyday ways of life. You know, like the brother said, going to forsaking your original Oriental garbs and all, so forth and so on. All the things of these other nations, they have conformed themselves to liken themselves unto Babylon. And it says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. So like the kings of these other nations, the nobles of these other nations, they done got in bed with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And that's the main reason why they care about Babylon. Ultimately, Babylon, is that they call it the hem of the earth. Pretty much, they intimidate these nations. They say if you don't do this and that, we done seen in other nations where they done infiltrated. I don't like what he's talking about, so what they do, they assassinate and put somebody in there that's gonna follow their will. But like I said, the main point, these other nations, they done wax rich off the delicacies of Babylon, off the abundance of it. So it's not a little, a lot. And like the brother say, they come over here, they get their money, and then they go back home and they're living good.
That's like Slocky. That's like that documentary. Remember the documentary what Chris Rock did called what is it? Good Hair. Yeah. Where Moab make billions and trillions off of dollars off the Negro woman, but they don't allow the so-called Negroes to open up hair businesses.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? But yet they the biggest consumers of buying fake hair. Go ahead, brother.
Like say, like we really be the main ones behind like the manufacturing, the production of those delicacies. So we just robbed and spoiled over here while y'all come over here heaping up to themselves riches. Like said, the brother said, well, they gave us $600 and these other heathens $1,800. That shows you, like I said, these other nations are in bed. They got their agreements with Babylon. But as far as you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you Israelites, like I said, you don't have nobody on your side on this side. Like I said, that's why we believe, and Lord willing, we be at that number. Like I said, we put our trust and our beliefs and our faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai.
That's right.
To deliver us and to take us from this lower state and to put us on high, to exalt us above all these nations. We just, sitting here patiently waiting on the destruction of this place, and ultimately with that destruction, salvation gonna come to Israel.
That's right. Just like you got Jake singing, I need my stimulus check. You see what I'm saying? But you getting robbed though, man.
Right.
You getting $600, but other countries, these heathens getting $1,200 more than you, man.
That's right.
You ought to be mad and pissed off. You ought to be ready to start up that Black Lives Matter march again, man.
Right.
For your other 1,200.
Jake don't research nothing, man. And the so-called people that don't even want to give you the $2,000, hey, Congress just got a raise for $40,000 a piece, man.
Man, they do that every year, bro.
All right, yeah. So they got $40,000 a piece and don't even want to give. Me and the brother has showed me, hey, $600 is $1.64 a day, man, for a year, man. That ain't no money.
Just 75 cents a day could feed 9 hungry, starving children.
You're a third world. They treat you like a third world country, man.
Our people are so hungry to get that money, man. Hey, and you really want to pay attention. Everybody only thing our people really heard in that speech that Trump gave out was, I want them to have $2,000, but y'all really listen to all of that money they were sending overseas to these other foreign countries, okay? While they giving you $600, hey man, but y'all still want to trust in y'all enemy, man. Hey.
And what they say? Oh, we should have voted for him. He gave us $600. He gave us this. He gave us that.
That's right.
They better stand on the pressure. Trusting your, like I said, your enemy.
That's right.
Like I said, that's just madness. Like it just makes me sick just seeing. Oh yeah, first he gave us $1,200, now we getting $600 a piece. Man, he should have got my vote. Man, y'all idiots, man. Like, and that's why death and destruction gonna come to you 2/3 because, like I said,
$2,000.
yeah, like I said, death and destruction will come to you 2/3 because, like I said, you trust in oppression and not trusting in your power, Yahweh Bashim Shai.
That's right, bro.
That's why the scripture say, woe to them that they go down to Egypt for help, man. You got it? Hey, that's the spirit. Go ahead, bro.
It's Isaiah 31. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord.
See, the Lord call you rebellious. Look at that word rebellious. Where you go? Where the dictionary go?
Damn.
We're gonna get the second dictionary.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up right now. He stepped out for a second.
Oh. Wow.
Did somebody lock the door?
You and I put on the phone.
No, somebody. Hey, unlock the door. Somebody's outside. No, somebody just locked the door. Yeah, unlock the door. Somebody. I want the brother locked outside.
I got the definition of rebellion.
Okay, go ahead, brother.
It's an act of violent or open resistance to an established government or ruler.
Oh, read that again, bro. Slack.
It said an act of violent or open resistance to an established government or ruler.
So you Israelites, you Negro, Latino, Native American, you're acting in a violent manner against what is it, order or established rule, which is what Yahweh Shem Shai's word, man. You're being rebellious. You totally going against the Lord's word, man. By what? Trusting in Babylon. You going down to Egypt for help instead of y'all sitting there making songs about you need your stimulus and I need my, but you ain't saying I need my salvation. You're not saying that.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
It's Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
And who's the Pharaoh? These presidents, these senators, okay? And how y'all taking what confidence in things into them then, because y'all trusting in them to do everything for you. Instead of trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, y'all trusting the system. Y'all trusting this government. Okay? And it's gonna bring you to destruction, man. Because our people don't want to search out nothing, we don't want to read nothing, we just want to go with the flow, man.
You got one more. This is Isaiah 30:3. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion.
Go ahead, bro.
Also, that's right. So that strength of Pharaoh, so trusting in, the president, trusting in the system, that's going to be your shame when the kingdom comes. You're going to be walking in the kingdom with your head down because you didn't turn to your real power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
That's right. Go ahead. He had something. We'll go to you.
Okay. This is and like I said, this is 1 Samuel chapter 15 verse 23. For rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft. The Lord say to suffer not a witch to live. And so to commit rebellion against the Lord, that's pretty much a death sentence. And to say, and stubbornness, how you stubborn? You don't want to listen to the prophets that the Lord have rose up that try to help you, compel you to come back to your power, your Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and to forsake your wicked ways and to take on His ways. No, you want to be wise in your own eyes. And ultimately, like going into, you want to trust in Pharaoh. You want to trust in the shadow of Egypt, which is going to be your confusion and lead to your destruction. And it says, and stubbornness is as iniquity and idolatry. So to be stubborn is likened unto committing spiritual fornication. That leads into death. And it says, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He have also rejected thee from being king, which ultimately that's talking about Saul, but ultimately this is talking to us as a whole. When you be rebellious, it's going to lead to your death. You being stubborn because you don't want to conform and repent and be converted, that's going to lead to your death. And really, and what I did want to hit on real quick when it went to this place like robbing our people. This is
Yeah, because Psalm 23rd chapter tells us, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Talking about what? Here in Babylon. Man. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Real quick, it's Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. Woe, meaning destruction to the bloody city, which is over here. This is Babylon the Great. It is full of lies. These people, like I say, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go for speaking lies as soon as they be born. So
yeah, to prove that this is a bloody city and it's full of lies, look what's going on right now with this whole C-19, C-20, C-21, you know what I'm saying, and this whole Maxine situation, man. This ain't nothing but lies and murder. See what I'm saying? The reports that came out, so many people that had adverse side effects from this jab, man, but yet they still pushing forth with the agenda. They basically tell you, hell, just suck it up and deal with it.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? You can't even sue them for the side effects you get from taking that jab. That's on you, dummy. Go ahead.
And it is full of lies and robbery. So like I say, going to like unrighteous decrees that they may rob the poor of my people. So and to say and the prey departeth not. So this place is, like I said, full of lies and full of robbery. Like I said, we the number one consumers, but we us, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, right? We equal up to 1% of the nation's wealth, but we the number one consumers.
That's right.
Come on now, like that's robbery.
It is.
And then we've been going into, like I said, this whole this whole little situation we in with the whole, with the pandemic and all this and that. We've been going into this, and it doesn't show that billionaires have gotten richer, and the low class and the middle class, what they cutting out, have become poor.
Mm-hmm.
How is that? Because what they do, they look out for their own. They only care about themselves. They don't care about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They was ultimately set up here to destroy you. They beat you, beat your heritage out of you, so they can put their philosophies on you, and they want that to stick on your mind. So ultimately, when the destruction comes, you gonna be partakers in their sins. That's the whole reason why we was set up over here. We was set over here for our punishment. And like I said, Lord willing, we be of the elect, so that we don't have to be a part of that vengeance or that recompense. Because the Lord, He gonna do what He say. If He say He gonna destroy this place off the face of the earth, He gonna destroy it. If you over here in that day and you're not the elect, you will die. There is no exceptions.
Say it again, bro.
If you over here in that day, you will die. Like I said, it goes into it was slain 7,000 men. Rough paraphrasing the Revelation. So 7 going into completion. So it's going to be a complete annihilation of men over here. Like I said, even animals gonna get it. Insects gonna get it. So ultimately, in that day, like I said, the destruction is coming, man. This is woe to the bloody city. So, like I said, the elites, they not over here. They in they bunkers, or they trying to make hotels and go out to space. They in they space stations. And we know they going to be the first fruits of slaves. But for the rest of you, Joe Six-Pack, heathens, Edomites, and the rest of you heathens over here, likewise with the 2/3 of Jacob, you over here in that day, you going to die. Point blank, period. There's no way out of it. Like I said, that fire shall not be quenched. You ain't going to be able to pay. You ain't going to be able to pray. You ain't going to have the seance. You ain't going to be able to burn this. None of that's going to turn back to destruction that's written aforetime for Babylon the Great.
Right, we're going to hunt you out of the bar.
Oh yeah, we gonna come get you.
We coming for you.
Lord willing.
Roaches
Lord
check
willing.
in and they don't check out.
That's right.
You got some.
You brought me, guys.
I just
I could bring it up. Alright, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Lord. So you trust in a man and say the Lord, man can't do anything compared to the Lord. Alright? And making flesh his arm, so you making man your flesh instead of the Lord who can do all things for you. Alright? Verse 6. For he shall be.
Yeah, because ultimately what it's going to come down to is you're going to have to either choose the Lord or you're going to have to choose Esau. Because Esau is going to put this situation before your face. Look, you got to take this jab in order to keep your job. So what you going to do? You going to pick the Lord, put trust in the Lord, or you going to put your trust in Esau so you keep working and eating, continue your life of slavery? See what I'm saying? I'd rather put my trust and faith in the Lord that He going to take care of me. So I won't be in slavery no more. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 6. For he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness and the salt land, and not inhabit it. So ultimately, when the scriptures say never trust an enemy, that literally means never trust an enemy, because he's never going to bring good to you. Only the Lord going to bring good to you. All Esau is thinking about, like, how do I kill these Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans? He's just plotting and plotting and plotting, just waking up, like, just need to come up with something, just wipe them all out. And because you're not trusting the Lord, because you're not trusting the Lord and you trusting the man, the Lord gonna give you up to that, and you're gonna be like, oh, no way. Like, it's Esau we talking about. Like, Esau hates you.
That's right. That's right.
Quick precept or something.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, actually, go around that way because they had some too. Your runner been holding too. Go ahead. Y'all go that way.
All right, this is the back you up. This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 12, verse 13. It says,
You can't bring that out without starting at 10.
Verse 10. I got it all highlighted.
Yeah.
Okay, verse 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Water. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. So just like even in this point, you know, we've seen the movies. They've put it out in the movies. They've shown us, you know, every February they celebrated, you know, the butt whooping of taking us down and how they've had us in subjection, you know, and so, you know, right now they had a point in time in which they seemed like they were being peaceful, saying we're all coming together, right? But then as time is coming, as we get further and further, as they know, like as it says in Revelation 12:12, that they know that they've had a short time, now they're going to bring forth wrath as you start to see the increase in here. He says, verse 12, it says, set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he...
And don't that remind you of Esau, how they plot?
That's work, man. I'm sitting here thinking of that. That's
Man, like they plot, like they so sneaky, they throw the rock, then had the hand, act like they ain't did shit, then go plot, hey, he did this, he did that, kill him, then go take his spot, man. That's exactly how Esau maneuvers, man. The scriptures got him to a T, described him to a T, so that we know who you are, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, the so-called native Indian, so-called our brothers.
Broke every treaty that they broke with him, man.
And if I can just add real quick, that way that they crouching down to humble themselves, and they sending out the stimulus money.
Yeah,
Right?
kind.
Right, they give us that little trinket. All right, because when this first thing, when this thing first started, we all together, we all in this together. When he started showing his horns, what did he say? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans gonna be the first one to get this jab, man. Right?
No, Biden said we coming after you tribes.
God.
He said the tribe. Then he said the Negroes, Latinos, Native American. Then he threw in the Pacific Islander just to try to throw it off.
Mm-hmm.
No, we know you talking about us Israelites, man, but you said the tribes. Ain't nobody else calling themselves the 12 tribes. Ishmael show ain't doing it. See what I'm saying? No.
So verse 12, start that over. Set him not by thee, lest when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat.
That's right. Esau, they'll take all you got, man. Esau, they'll drain anything dry, man. Like they don't obey no law in the scriptures. All right, even with the land Sabbath, they drain the minerals in the land dry. They so greedy, they'll take everything, man. They'll take their own self out. All right, that's the type of people that we're dealing with, man. All right.
Now, even on a lower level, I mean, think about it. Even with their business system like the pawn shop, let's say you bought you a $700 herringbone. You need money bad. You take it to the pawn shop. Well, they only gonna give you like $150, and you pay $700 for it. You getting robbed, so you take the $150. Then they turn around and they resell it for $500 or $600. See what I'm saying? You done got pimped out your chain. You know, and that's how Esau mindset is over this whole philosophy here in Babylon, man. Is nothing but what oppression to you tribes, you Israelites, man.
Scripture says steal, kill, and destroy, man. That's his main objective: to steal, to kill, and to destroy. All right, so they fit that to the T, man. All right.
Like this brother was just going into, I did a little research. It was a company that wanted to build in the Amazon, and they were told no. And since they were told no, they set the Amazon on fire, man, which is 70% of the world's oxygen, man. This how this devil is, man. All right, because they couldn't do work over there in the Amazon. Well, since we can't have it, we're going to burn it up, man. All right? Fucking freaking wicked, man.
He says, and thou at the last, remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent? Or any...
Because you playing with the snake. So if it bites you, hey, can't nobody get mad. That's what you get. That's what it's pretty much saying. You got what you deserve, man. Go ahead.
Well, that's what they got with this past election. You know what I'm saying? They thought they were doing America a favor by taking Trump out and pick Biden, but then Biden turned around to be that poisonous, venomous snake and bit y'all in the face. Right? You know?
Or any such as come nigh wild beast. So one that goeth to a sinner, and is defiled with him in his sins. Who will pity? For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaks sweetly with his lips, and in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep. He will weep with his eyes, and if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
Man, if that ain't Esau,
That's them, bro.
Hey, buddy.
Man.
yeah. Hey, bud.
The whole time plotting to take your life, man. Everything that you have, man. All right, like the brother said, they brought you down with a little $600 check or what a stimulus check, but their main agenda is really to take you out, man, and gain total control, man. All right, go ahead.
If adversaries come upon thee, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Yeah, because that 600 is gonna lead to that jab, man. You see what I'm saying? They like the brother said, they condition you, because the next time they giving you a package check, it's gonna have to come with that jab. It ain't gonna be free no more. It's gonna be, look, either you take this jab to get this 1,200. If not, well, you just don't get it. And guess what? People gonna roll both their sleeves up to get that 1,200. You know? Go ahead.
And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
That's what they did with them FEMA camps. When it's a major event, FEMA come in, take all the money, act like they help, and then bounce back out. And the people still be in the same state or worse than they was before FEMA even came, man. All right.
You don't even hear about FEMA no more.
Nope.
They done swept FEMA under the rug. You don't even hear about FEMA no more.
Right.
Now the big talk is WHO, the World Health Organization.
Yep.
Because even with this jab, man, all right, they acting like they helping people, but we just see the article where the chick took the jab and still got it a week later. All right, we gonna help you out with this jab, but people are getting Bell palsy. All right, so they had that snake-like mentality that we help. Oh, already 2 million people that already took this so-called jab, man. All right, go ahead.
But they made them sign someone had to sign a disclosure. Yep, to where if they get any side effects from it, they can't sue the company. They can't sue nobody.
He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance.
I was gonna say real quick too, like like they say, who will pity the charmer that's been with the snake? They just brought the WHO, and their symbol is the rod of a sepulchre. With that serpent, of them, crossing out the Messiah, and then he pretty much using their witchcraft to get to put it upon the people.
Right.
That's the main goal, is to come after you tribes. Of course, these other nations, they just extras in the movies, but at the end of the day, it's about Jacob and Esau. That's who it's about. That's like I said, part of the Southern Times. Gonna be between Esau's beginning of the world and Jacob is the beginning of that follower. Esau's the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of that follower. So it only matters between us and them. And that's their whole goal, is to, like the elder was saying, they gonna condition you, and with that next little check come, that jab gonna be with it. And like I said, it's gonna be either you get this or not. So they ultimately don't gotta force you to it. Just give you that ultimatum, man. Hey, most Jakes who say they won't do it, they gonna do it. They gonna do it.
We just received messages in our phones before we did the live show that the government plan on shutting down all jobs and businesses like in January, February 2021. You know what I'm saying? To make you condition to get that jab in order to sustain your lifestyle or your way of living. So it's getting down to crunch time, man. Go ahead.
You got that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Like, at the end of the day, we just brought up Joe Biden. He's a prime example of having smooth, his words being smooth as butter. He slick talked y'all into thinking he was on his side. But at the end of the day, he's out to get you, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It ain't nothing you can really do from stopping Esau. At the end of the day, Esau is gonna show his horns. You know, it ain't nothing you can do from them manifesting they wickedness. You know,
Right.
at the end, like a few minutes ago, like the brother Tazakai was saying, Esau was ultimately set up to destroy Israel. So at the end of the day, ain't nothing you can do to stop them from being wicked against Israel.
Right.
Yeah, because what did Biden do to seal the deal? He brought in a dark-skinned woman that y'all thought was a black woman, Kamala the Ugandan warrior, you know what I'm saying, to get what? The black votes. And y'all fell for a hook, line, and sinker. Now look at y'all suffering. You know, go ahead.
You got something?
And they haven't even begun to even show their horns yet. They wait until they get into
Yeah, they started out
They
showing.
started, but then a lot of people
It's
don't
gonna
know.
get worse.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna get worse because they passed a lot of bills when they weren't in such high power. They was a part of a lot of the bills that imprisoned Jake, man.
1994 crime bill.
God.
This is the book of Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You know, that word woe goes into death and destruction. So death and destruction is going to come onto you, to you elites, man. Like all you so-called white people, really, you are the biblical Edomites. You know, you're going to get destruction for trying to devise iniquity to the Israelites, man, which are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You know, in this in the so-called vaccine that they're gonna they're putting aborted dead fetuses in there. You know, horseshoe crab blood. They're gonna inject abominations in you. This is the type of stuff that they wake up, you know, day in and day out, trying to find more new cunning ways to destroy Israel, man. You know.
Job 9:24. You know, earth is given to the hands of the wicked. That's why it's in their power for them to do it. Because the Lord actually gave them control at this point. All right, so they're able to do whatever they want to do. All right, at this point, man. But things are going to change, and they're going to change fast, man. All right.
That was his number one promise too. Just to back up, that was his number one promise in Job 9:24. He said, "The days of mourning my father at hand, I will slay my brother Jacob." So even before he came into rulership, that was his promise to himself, to wipe out Jacob.
That's right.
Go ahead, Judge Curry.
And they say getting back to that destruction. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verses 17. Also Edom, and another name for America and Babylon the Great, it's Edom. This is their headquarters. And it says, shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished. It shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. That was stated earlier. When this place get destroyed, utterly destroyed with that nuclear fire and those contrary laser beams, it's not gonna be a pretty sight. It's gonna be very ugly. Like it's, man, like I said, even Ezra seen the destruction and it made him throw up. He seen destruction. He was like, oh man, who gonna save me in that day? Woe is me. Like, oh my goodness. Like he actually seen his salvation and still was tripped up. Oh man, I woke up and he got sick. So we understand from just reading that account, like, man, we can just imagine, like, damn, this is gonna be, hey man, that's that day of the Lord's wrath, a great and terrible day. And it says, verse 18, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, which we know was destroyed by fire and brimstone, and the neighboring cities thereof, saith Yahweh Shem Shai, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. So after this destruction, man, ain't no man gonna dwell in the Babylon the Great. No man. Like I said, it's gonna be some desert animals and stuff like that, but ultimately it's gonna be the biggest desert on earth. And like I said, it say no man is going to be here at all. So it also say, yeah, that's all on that. So yeah, just like how Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, and you go over there and look today at the remnants of Sodom and Gomorrah, it ain't been rebuilt. It's not inhabited. No one's over there. It's utterly desolate.
That's right.
Same thing gonna be done over here, because this is what also spiritually Sodom and Egypt, pursuing the Revelation 11 and 8. So like again, man, like God, so what's the end all be all? The destruction of you, then the enslavement, and then ultimately after the 1,000-year period of slavery, your utter destruction.
That's right.
You're going to be most desolate. You're going to be rooted out of the land of the living.
That's right.
And thou shalt see you no more. You should be as a dream.
Back to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 8, and it reads, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. No, it just said, the verse before it. The nations are mad. They're not trying to, howl for her, or help her recover from her pain for all the devastation and desolation she's called every other place. Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even unto the skies. Okay? Yeah, so again, right there is saying, you see now everybody is fleeing into their own country. Okay? All the celebrities, changing citizenship, going to another place, leaving America because they know what's coming.
To all you so-called Bible-thumping, church-going, Holy Ghost, tongue-speaking, saved, sanctified, got a personal relationship with your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Man, quit praying for this place, man. It's done.
Right, man.
There's no coming back for Babylon. It's over. Just like y'all were trying to pray for Trump to stay in office and by the blood. No, man, it's over. It's done. Quit praying. Save your breath. Zip your lip. Shut your face. It's done. The Lord is destroying this place. Like I said, Babylon is suddenly falling. It's like Apostle Bar. I always have said for years, this place is CTD, circling the drain. Now the Lord is making it to where it's flushing down the toilet, man. See what I'm saying? It's over for Babylon. So cash in your 401k, live it up, max out all your credit cards, go to Dubai, stay for a whole month, spend up all your money, because it's over, man.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
Verse 10. Yahweh hath brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of Yahweh our power.
And that's what we're doing right now. Telling you the destruction and downfall of Babylon, which is the work of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
Which is going to ultimately to what? Lead to our salvation. Lord willing, we some of these brothers that make it up out of here. Out of this hellhole to our salvation. Us and our family, our wives and kids, and the rest of you brothers out there.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? So you brothers continue to pray for the downfall and destruction of this bitch Babylon. Man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That nasty, filthy, stinking whore. You know what I'm saying? To sit upon the face of many waters, but she don't use water to clean herself. You see what I'm saying? So hey, we pray that this lesson was edifying, and with that, want to give all praises, glory, and honor
to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much love, peace, and blessing to all you hopeful elect brothers out there that's pushing this truth across the four corners of the globe out of love and sincerity. With that, a Baba Ball. Hey, shalom to you brothers on the channel.
Shalom to you brothers on the comment board.